Hello, Mark Satterfield here. Thanks so much for joining me. As I tell you every week, I really am appreciative that you're a part of my community. But one of the questions that comes up periodically is who else should I be reading, watching, following? Who are the other people that it might make sense for me to incorporate their thoughts into my overall marketing mix? And hey, both you and I know that the marketing field is very, very crowded. There's a lot of people doing what I do. And there's people who have absolutely no clue as to what they're doing. There's people who, in theory, know what they're doing. And then there's a small group, and I would put myself into this group, that actually have been doing this for a while, and we actually drink our own Kool-Aid. As I have told you all before, there isn't anything that I recommend to my clients that I'm either not doing currently or haven't done in the past. But that notwithstanding, who do I think that you ought to be paying attention to? Well, the grandfather of all of the kind of marketing that I do is a fellow by the name of Dan Kennedy, and hopefully that name sounds familiar to you. He's been doing this for a long, long time. He's really one of the pioneers in direct response marketing. And direct response marketing is simply marketing that acts or asks for some kind of specific response. And the reason that we like direct response marketing as opposed to image marketing, where you just put out an image of something and hope that it raises quote unquote awareness, the reason we like direct response marketing is because it's measurable. We know what's working and we know what's not. And as the old adage in marketing goes, try a lot of things, see what works, do more of that. But that's kind of hard to pull off if you don't know what's working. And that's the reason why direct response that asks you to do something, whether it be watch a video, listen to a recording, download a free report, buy something, sign up for a consultation. That way we're able to measure, and what gets measured has the opportunity to get improved. And Dan was really one of the very first people that focused on direct response marketing as it relates to people that sell services. So he is somebody who I would definitely get on his radar screen. Another person who I just absolutely love is a fellow by the name of Frank Kern. Frank is probably one of the smartest marketers out there, and he's got a interesting twist, again falling within the direct marketing category, and everything he does has his own spin to it. And I think one of the big takeaways that you get from Frank is not only some really good marketing ideas. He was really the person that crystallized my thinking around the fact that the way that we can prove to people that we can be of service to them after they hire us is to provide a whole lot of value during the marketing or the getting to know you stage. And his marketing is a classic example of that. You learn an awful lot by being on Frank's list. Frank also emphasizes the importance of both building a community, but also your authentic voice, and that we really don't want to worry about whether we are liked by everyone. This is not a popularity contest. As a matter of fact, the easiest way to get stuck in the middle of the proverbial bell-shaped curve is to look, sound, act like everyone else. Now, of course, you don't want to do anything terribly weird, and the range within which you operate is going to be driven a little bit by the type of work that you do. But creating your authentic self, creating a brand around a particular persona is really, really key, and Frank does a wonderful job of doing that. So Dan Kennedy, Frank Kern, I would definitely get on their radar screen. So let's shift it just a little bit and talk about sales and selling. Now, a lot of us get into marketing because we don't like to sell. I'm one of those people. I mean, objections always sound terribly reasonable to me. I don't really want to be in the business of trying to convince anybody to do business with me, and my guess is that you're probably the same. Now, having said that, the question then becomes, how can we sell without it being obvious? How can we actually sell or persuade, which is probably a better word, without it being overtly salesy? And I have been, because for many, many years, getting good at sales was something I thought I should do. So I've been to virtually everybody's sales training programs. This is an area that I understand really, really well in theory, but just can't pull it off in practice. But there is one resource out there that I found to be enormously helpful. And it is a book and an audio program called Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play by Mahan Khalsa. And that's Khalsa. And the beauty of Let's Get Real and Let's Not Play is that it gives you a model and a framework for adult to adult persuasive communication. And I thought it was just absolutely marvelous. It helped me in my communication, both in terms of business as well as outside of business. I've recommended it enthusiastically to people for well over 15 years, and I recommend it to you. So those are three resources that I would urge you to get to know. Both Kennedy and Kern are really, really smart guys, and you'll pick up an awful lot from being on their lists and perhaps investing in their programs. I've been a part of their coaching programs off and on for many years. And then Mahan Khalsa's Let's Get Real or Let's Not Play. The book is great. The audio program is, in my opinion, even better. And as I understand it, they do some live training now that we're back in the world of live training. So, hope you found this helpful. Check those out. I'll try to put the links to these resources in the copy below. Naturally, if I can ever be of assistance to you in reviewing what you've got going from a marketing standpoint, please fill out the form that's below this video. There's never a charge for that service. I just want you to walk away feeling that it was a good investment of your time. And why do I do that? Well, because I know that there's a certain percentage of people who take me up on that offer who have an interest then in becoming a part of my coaching or done for you programs. But that is certainly not a requirement. My primary mission with these consultations is to have you put down the phone, close down the computer, going, that was a good investment of my time. Mark made some good ideas and suggestions that will help me move my business forward. So with that, until I do have a chance to speak with you personally, this is Mark Satterfield. Bye for now.